In this video, we're going to be covering all the latest news information on the new city and some of the things that you might have missed in the trailer. So let's get to it. All right, let's react. We are now entering the city, okay? Let's watch it first one time and whoa, nice new parts.
Hanging low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not bad. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall, that's a no. Spot the Kenny about a million options, so it's not gonna stop doing the
Look at this. There we go. Give us some location for the logo.
Got all the eyes on me. Got a bad baby and she's in the
red is different. Look, you got a cloud. There's colors in the red and a Kobe court.
And the smell of the money, my straight addiction.
Bill Russell. Rep your hood.
I don't really ever want to talk.
Okay, variation. This is what we want
This
to
money
take.
never really stop.
This is fire.
She got a big bed.
The lava joint, this is fire. But this is what I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing as a Vipers, baby. Got a stadium. Okay, so this must be the My Player joint. Okay. This is a lot better for you. I'm fucking with it.
Mama called me and she happy with the grow.
Alright, yeah, we're not endorsing no championship edition over here, because y'all niggas waited till 2 days before the game came out to tell us what was happening. So no championship edition for you. Check out some of the gameplay changes. Let's talk about some things that are massive W's and some things that might be a little bit of an L. Alright, let's get to it. Cosmetic things, you know? A lot of big buildings still, okay? Now, this right here is a missed opportunity, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to critique the whole entire thing or whatever it is. I think overall, the trailer is a massive W. But I think the way that it was marketed is a gigantic L. And I'm going to talk about some of the things that work really well in the trailer and some of the things that don't work as well. This, to me, is a missed opportunity. It's not really an L or a W. Well, it's really more of an L, because when I had this shoe in the game since 2K11, this would have been a nice time to really throw out there some new shoes, some new drip on the shoes and stuff like that. You know, this, you see what I'm saying? You got 2 foot shots here showing off a Jordan sneaker, but this would have really been a time to showcase some new drip, some new Jordans, some new colorways at the very least. So we're gonna find that out. It would be cool to get nice Jordans as rep rewards throughout the season, different types of shoes, different colorways. You know what I mean? Like real colorways that people actually want in the game. This is a massive W. You see this? Texture, variety, lava flowing around the court. Make it look nice. This is a massive W, just from the standpoint. Now, what I think would be even better is if we make sure that, I mean, they probably won't do it, but getting updated scenery throughout the year, not just changing the court layouts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Also, another massive W. Look at these 2 gigantic snakes. Why do they have like these gold ball things in their mouth? What is 2K? What are they doing? But these are waterfalls look like here. So that's a massive W. This, I'm kind of on the fence on. I don't know if it's a W. I don't know if it's an L. Really, I'm kind of on the fence on it, because we've seen this castle type themed thing on Court Conqueror for a couple of years now. Probably since 2K19, I think, or maybe 20, maybe 19. But we've seen the Court Conqueror thing for a while now. So like, this is cool aesthetically, but we know from a gameplay standpoint, that's gonna be the thing that's gonna keep people on the game. But this is good, and it's also important. As much as we as content creators in a community criticize 2K, we gotta make sure that they know we like certain things. I will say, by the time we get to the 3rd one though, I'm kind of over the gigantic rocky formations of what it looks like or whatever. I feel like maybe just adding, like, either chopping it down some so you can still see a lot of the rocks and have a rocky formation type view, but still see parts of the city and stuff like that, you know, or just kind of switching it up. Like, you already got a rocky place with lava, then you got a rocky place with trees and a moat, then you just got a rocky place. like, to me, going more to fantasy realm and the fantasy route. And I know a lot of people that play video games like anime or animation or like different like fantasy elements and stuff like that. Adding and giving this more of a fantasy element, you know what I mean? Like they did a little bit with some of the things with the lava and the other stuff. Adding more of a fantasy element in some of these areas, like the Western Wildcats or whatever it is, will really push it up. Not a huge fan of the Western Wildcats or the North Side because of how it looks, but it is an improvement from last year. So we just gotta, take it one thing at a time with 2K. This nigga dancing. New hairstyles, so that's in there for you. Once again, another shot of a person's, the feet and stuff like that. This look kind of like an and one street ball kind of homage or whatever it is. So, you never know. Maybe we'll have more street ball moves in the game. You never know. I know there's a Dr. Disrespect dunk package in the game this year. So we don't know really what we're getting from a gameplay standpoint. We're going to have to boot the game up. I see more Jordans. You see these white Jordans here at the beginning? This is something that's different. I don't know if this helmet was in the game last year, but they're advertising that you can wear a jacket and put clothes on underneath the jacket or whatever. So that's in the game. Fast travel. This is where it starts to get interesting. Move faster. Thank you. And then there's a court over here, which might be the Black Lives Matter. But there's that Dreamville court. Remember, keep your eyes out for stuff like that. The Dreamville court that J. Cole was near, that you've got to play a one-on-one game versus Devin Booker. That might be this over here. Or that might be the Black Lives Matter. We don't know. But clearly, this is something. This is some sort of court or something. Here's the block. This is the thing in the middle or whatever it is. Kind of your home. You got your different affiliation statues where you get your daily rep rewards. You got Annie up right here, Club 2K right here, the event center right here, the rec right here, Pro Am 5v5. So making everything tighter. That's a good idea. Plaza, the Pink Diamond Plaza, they keep advertising it. Is this a Gatorade gym here? What is this long, noodly looking thing? Maybe that's the mall. Here's the mall. Okay. More shoe shots. The Jordan Challenge. This is what that gotta be. That big ass sign here. Club 2K. I think I already spoke on that though. Meet up at the theater. Now, this is one of the massive debuts in the game this year that I feel like is like not even being fully taken into effect until we get the game, because here is where you're gonna have your 3v3 matchmaking, your 1v1 matchmaking. You're gonna have different events like the cages, hustle. You got different stuff that you can play to kind of mix up your park experience. So I definitely will be heading out to the parks and playing, but I will definitely be coming in here playing some of these events as well too. Just getting a feel for everything, man, and throwing up the gameplay and really trying to learn the game. I think that's something that's important that we got to do before we actually get the game and call the game trash, because it's not the game we've got for the last 22 years. So yeah, but the theater, gigantic W. Here's a little poster up here. It says comp something. So all the sweaty niggas can come over here. And I can't read this. I think it says reinforcements. I think that's what that says. Can't tell. Play when you want. There you go. Go in there anytime. Look at this. Look at this. In the theater, you playing on a stage. You got a crowd over here looking at you. You got people around here looking at you. This is good. This is good. This is good. You got your dribble moves, shit like that. You got a reverse layup. Same old shoes again. Like I said, this could have really been an opportunity to market from a sneaker standpoint. Because let me tell you something. If NBA Live come back, they're going to be marketing sneakers, trust me. Because they're going to get all this little feedback that 2K is not going to pick up, and then 2K is going to add it. Dunks. Okay, hanging on the rim. Here, now we're going to the rec. Okay. The rec, by the way, massive W. One thing I would have liked to see different is just not jerseys. Street clothes would have been better in here, in my opinion. But we got what we got. Hopefully we keep making our voice be heard. They'll change some shit like this. But just the fact that it's a different location now, like, this makes it way better. And trust me, the rec, it's gonna be a lot of niggas quitting in the rec. Trust me. So, we about to be getting the game. I like this spin move. This is nice here. It's a nice spin shot. But what I'm saying is like, see, this the green Jordans I seen again. So I'm saying, like, is this what we're getting? Are we getting something like this? Or is this something that we have to customize ourselves? It would be nice to have more shoes. But the rec being updated, looking different is a massive W. Let's hope we get an update every single season on the rec. Same thing with environments. And that would be something really cool that 2K could do. If they could tie a story element into the seasons that dynamically change different places around the city. You know, they can do it with the layout. They did it with the layout last year, changed it in the middle of the year in terms of how they set up the courts. They can do it for this. But, you know, depends on whether or not 2K is willing to invest the money into it. You know, Kobe court. This is what I was saying. I caught this at first glance. When you look here, and ain't that many people on the court, and then you look here, it's only 3 dots. So the Kobe court is going to be 3v3, which is cool because now you have a different place to play. Maybe you can start here and warm up with your jump shot. Maybe it'll encourage random games for people to play and shit like that. You know, this seemed like a W. You know, get out here and play with new people and get to know people. Look at that. Trey ball. I like this. It would be nice to get some of these camera angles in the park. Like if you green a shot for game or something like that, to just get to that angle. Going to the castle. Okay, look. We got knights all around. We got nice new, something new looking. Something new looking. You see this? Let me go back one. I don't want to go too fast. Something new looking. Look, you got this shit here on the side. You got some nice things going on here. Like I said, I do feel like it's gonna get a little monotonous in terms of looking at this all year. You know, but I guess that's what the events are for. Then you got the Wildcats. This one to me seems to be the most bland of them all. Just because it ain't nothing but a bunch of brown rocks sitting around. It's not a lot of texture here in terms of the landscape. And then the Beast of the East is the one to me that has the most flair to it. And it's probably going to be the most joined affiliation outside of the Vipers because you have lava. So, and even if you look at the stanchion is made out of lava. So these are all nice touches and chain nets. And this is the place I'm going to be playing. You got chain nets, and then you got shit like this with waterfalls, and wish this water here was blue instead of this brown color or whatever. But those are small things that we can like ask 2K for that they can change and make feel a little bit more one way or the other. Like these little things help add to the environment, help give it a different feel. Because right now, if you just squint and you look at it, it's mostly just green. But having like blue waterfalls and shit like that, like really giving it that color treatment. You know, it doesn't have to be zany colors. It just has to be from an artistic standpoint, like a splash here, a splash there. Little things that really make it feel well. But I like, this is my favorite environment. Even more than the lava. This is my favorite environment. And then this is the My Career type thing. This is nice, little bustling city kind of feel here. Make this feel more lived in. Make this feel like a place that people want to be. Even though these are NPCs, it doesn't matter. You still got something here that makes it feel alive. Making things feel alive really changes the dynamic of what you're looking at. There's a little security joint right here, right? A little security room over here to the right here. Yeah, adding these little things in makes it feel more alive, you know? So this is a nice step in the right direction. And nobody should be watching Kendrick Perkins at halftime while you getting ready to play the game. Walking around here with these big suits on. Don't nobody come to a basketball game no more in a suit and a tie. Yeah, so the My Career joint looks cool. And then at the end here, you know, you got MJ, the chalk toss thing, and that look like Rival Day on the screen right there. So Rival Day will be returning. We're just gonna be getting in a new iteration. And then Find Greatness. And what is this TKO thing here? I'm curious to know what the TKO is. They put that at the end. I don't know what that is. Maybe we can box each other in the game. But yeah, and then you got fireworks. So overall, to me, looking pretty damn good, man. Looking pretty good. Like I said, there's some things I would change in it or whatever it is. Obviously, no game is going to be perfect. But as someone who plays this game, been playing this game for years, and if it has been enjoying this game and hating this game, certain aspects of the game, I think it's important to voice our opinions and talk about the things that we really like, the things that can kind of change a little bit. Because 2K, I mean, they say they listening. So from this, it does look like they changed a lot. So we're gonna see what's gonna be happening, man. Make sure you like and subscribe on the video. We're gonna be talking about the My Player building in another video. The game comes out tomorrow. I will be hitching a flight to New Zealand. Nigga, if you need a ride, get at me in the comment section. And I'm out.